and we are broadcasting almost live, or at least live to us. By the time everybody watches this, it won't be live no more. Poets of Thought.
What? What's going on?
What's happening, brother?
This is Curtis and
Kurtos.
And
the R-Dog in the house.
Yeah.
Oh, man. A lot of shit, man. Damn. David Bowie, man. What the fuck?
Yeah. That's nuts.
That was rough, man.
The album and everything. I was like, what the fuck? That threw me off.
I know, right? Yeah, I was not expecting that one today, you know? It's like, man, why couldn't it have been somebody else, man? Damn. Not Bowie, man.
I'll always remember him because my dog eats beads and, shits out David Bowie craps. So it's all sparkly.
You know what? I remember my favorite David Bowie thing is Labyrinth. Remember that shit?
Yeah, they were playing it at one of the parks here in town. And
they should just be playing that like a tribute to him,
Well, they were playing it before he died last Friday. It was just weird.
That's what killed him. Oh no, bad performance. No, man, I like that movie, man. That shit was back in the day, man. David Bowie dying, man. That sucks,
Yeah.
Get bummed out with the
awesome album, apparently.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, it just released 3 days ago.
Get out, and with an album release, man, way to publicize it, David.
Right? I'm sure he had some inclination something was going to happen.
He's like, I'm dying at 69, releasing an album. Fuck it, I'm too tired to do the tour release stuff, man. I didn't even know if he talks like that. I'm like,
I have no idea.
He didn't even talk like that. I don't know what I sounded like, fucking Ozzy. Sharon. No, man, but damn, just fucking, that sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking sucks, man. But you know what? Axl Rose, fucking still kicking, man.
Right.
Did you hear they're getting back together for like I don't know if it's a tour or something like that?
No, I didn't know that. It's funny.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tour. I don't know. They're getting back together for something. I don't know. Do more coke. I don't know. Allegedly. You could just say allegedly. You have to say allegedly.
Quote unquote.
That's right. They're doing meth. I mean, allegedly.
Allegedly. Yes.
Man, that's crazy, dude. So what have you been up to, brother?
New Year's resolutions. That's the big hot topic.
What?
Oh. At my work, they're doing the Biggest Loser contest. So every hour, on the hour, I do squats.
Oh.
Now we're up to 25 squats every hour.
So, dude.
It's so funny to see,
just everybody bobbing
up and down. Yeah, because all you can see is the top of their heads going up and down.
Can you see, across all the cubicles, just a sea of people bobbing up and down?
And as we keep doing it keeps spreading further down the building. So he keeps more and more. It's really funny.
It's good. Man. Look like prairie dogs all the way down to the end of the hall. Like, oh, man, that's funny.
Yeah.
All the things people will do.
Yeah, so working out or at least trying to start and eat healthy and whatnot. So how about yourself?
I actually went the opposite way, man. I said, fuck exercise, fuck eating healthy, man. You know what I had last night? I had Popeye's fried chicken, man. Nice. Is that not the most unhealthy shit for you? Allegedly. As long as you say allegedly, they can't sue you.
Right. Well, holidays, that jacked me up.
Oh, man.
Too good.
I know, man. We're eating like crazy, man. Damn. Eating out, eating like.
Did you hear about Bluebell ice cream?
No, don't ruin Bluebell for me now.
Oh, well, I've ruined it again. They found Listeria supposedly at one of the manufacturers.
Oh, damn.
So I was like, great, I already have vanilla in my freezer.
So no Bluebell, no Chipotle. What the fuck, man? Right. Are they literally just grabbing the stuff and rubbing it in their ass before they put it on the shelves? Is that what the hell's going on?
But and then Bluebell's well, this happens to every manufacturer. I'm like, it's not acceptable. You already got caught once. You know
what? That's fucking bullshit, man. Because Ben and Jerry, you don't see this stuff with Ben and Jerry's, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Ben and Jerry. What's it called? what would be a good ice cream name for Ben and Jerry's that rhymes with listeria? Listeria hysteria.
Yeah, like the old school, like the Reefer Madness kind of style, like
right.
Title.
Instead of Chunky Monkey, it's Hysteria Listeria.
Hysteria.
Have a oh my E. coli in a bottle.
Exclamation point.
Oh my E. coli. Just a little cow just going, ah. Dying cow on there, man. That would be funny. Now, here's a funny thing, man. Like, I'll bet you people would still buy that if you like made like really messed up like names for the ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Like what do we call it? What would be something really terrible to put on an ice cream thing? Like Ebola. What would be good like pairing with Ebola? Ebola bites or something like that.
My rhyming is based on the homework of a first grader, so that's all right. Because that's all I've been helping with lately is if it rhymes with put, I can hook you up. But anything more
put,
yeah.
Anything more? We're doing Dr. Seuss rhymes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I had like the worst thing happen like this morning and last night. So my son lost a tooth, and the wife's like, oh, you're gonna put like money into the thing. I'm like, yeah, I'll wait till he's asleep. No, well, okay, just don't forget. So I go, and it's pretty late. So the dog was like had us up and stuff. He was fucking barking. He couldn't get to sleep either. Yeah. So I'm doing the military crawl to like get in there, and I thought like he was asleep. I looked at the covers, or at least I thought I did, man. It was like pitch black and like no light helping me, and I thought he was out. And like I crawled in. I felt stupid too, man. I was like crawling on my belly, trying to like dodge the toys, and like a snake. I put my hand. Yeah, put my hand up in the pillow, reaching for that fucking tooth, man. Going, and he puts it in like this little container. It's like a little ceramic container that like my daughter had gotten for some jewelry or something like that. So he puts the tooth in that. So I'm like trying to do like my magician, like dollar in one hand and sneak and grab the tooth and grab the other, and crawling backwards back out. And I think the operation's a success. Come to find out in the morning, dude, like I go downstairs, I get up early, and then like he's like gets up and starts causing a ruckus. Is like, where's daddy? Where's daddy, mommy? Where's daddy? He's like, oh, I don't know, he's downstairs. I saw daddy crawling on his belly last night in my room.
That's awesome. Oh, that's awesome.
I'm like, well, why didn't he say something while I was in there, man? But no, he just laid there. He probably just laid there like that, just quiet, like. And so then he's like, well, Daddy, what were you doing? What were you doing? I said, well, and I'm like, I got to break it to him now. And I had to tell him about the tooth fairy this morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Right. So that didn't go well.
No?
No, man. It was terrible, dude. He was like crying, and like, we had to console him, tell him it's okay. And like, and just like, the loss of innocence at that, man, it just fucking sucks as like a parent having to deal with that. Has your boy like, is he still believing in like tooth fairy and stuff like that?
Yeah, we did the whole Elf on the Shelf thing, and that went well. So he thought that was
what Elf on a Shelf? What? Tell me about that. What is that?
You ever heard of that? Oh, it's like this old thing. I don't know the story. There's like a book that comes with it. It's old school elf. It looks kind of creepy. Those old like porcelain dolls. It's kind of creepy looking.
Like a gnome?
No, like the old those old ass dolls, like the early toys. Little girls had. They just look creepy faces.
All right, I'll look it up while you're talking. Yeah.
But I don't know what the whole thing is supposed to be. But as far as I was concerned, it was me hiding it.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy shit! That would scare the fuck out of me, dude.
Well, the whole thing is he's supposed to be watching them, so they're supposed to be behaving because he's keeping an eye on them for Santa. So I guess dude. I don't know. I've never heard of this shit until like last year.
Dude, that would freak me the hell out, yo.
But it's funny because you can like put it in like funny scenes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like the first night, it was holding his glasses and stuff, and
Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, well look here. Let me post. I don't know if I can post this on here, but I'm gonna do it anyway. But so this is an elf on a shelf.
yeah, that broken.
What happened?
Let me see.
Did that work?
Error 521.
Here, I'll do it on the other thing here on the mail thing. So yeah, so you guys do that for him?
Yeah, it was fun. Well, I had gotten it on Amazon like hella cheap, so I was like, go for it. It was fun.
Dude.
Like I had a whole thing set up. Like he was on our little disco ball that's in our bed, living room, and so then the next day the disco ball was on the ground. He's like, "What?" And like I had my little GoPro on it, and like all magically the SD card was missing.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. So that well, the day you have to break them of that, dude, that's just gonna be heartbreak, dude.
I feel like he's gonna tell us, kind of thing. Like he's gonna catch it.
Well, and that's generally how it happens. Is like they'll sort of figure it out, and you just kind of have to like fess up to it at the point where like then they figure it out, and you can't snowball them. And my daughter, man, the way she found out she was sneaky as fuck too, man. She decided to do one just because she had the doubt, but she wasn't sure. And I'm whispering because, like, knowing my son, he'll be like sitting right outside the door. So it's like, what other juicy secrets do they have, these motherfuckers? Right. So like she had lost a tooth, and then what she had done was she'd actually put a little bit of toothpaste on her tooth. And then when my wife went to take the tooth and she put it away in her little magic box of teeth of the kids that she had, that of course she leaves out, she goes and looks for it, and there it is. And that's how she found out. It's like, why did you take my tooth? And oh man, it was just heartbreak all over the
place. That's smart.
Dude. I know, right? She outfoxed us. The hell, man.
Yeah, crazy. We've missed the tooth fairy once or twice, but like we played it off real well. So far,
man, yeah. Yeah, and we still got a couple other little things that he still has to grow out of. But man, that was rough, dude.
Yeah,
rough having to be the guy to say, yeah, man, that's not.
And I was telling Autumn, I was like, you know what? We're lying to them at our entertainment value.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, I was like, why? And it's like, and then the look is just like, why did you lie to me, old man?
They're like, I'm disappointed with you this time.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, you told me not to lie, Daddy. It's like, man. So yeah, so that was fun. Yeah, that was a good time, man. Man. So what else
enjoyed our summer over the holiday break. It was nice.
What'd y'all do?
No, I enjoyed summer. I was wearing shorts and shirt on Christmas. Yeah, it was great.
Dude, over here, man, it was like 70 degrees, man.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, man, I love it. It's like this climate change thing is pretty cool now.
Yeah,
I am enjoying the benefits of warm weather.
Here, I'll show you what I did. If it'll pick it up correctly.
What did you do?
So you've seen our house before, right?
Yes, sir. Oh, what is that? What am I looking at here? I'm looking at your backyard.
And it's hard to tell. There's no pool.
Oh, you took the pool out.
Yeah.
Did you unearth? How did you get rid of that damn water, yo?
Well, there was a really bad storm one night, and
it did break.
No, I chose to pump it out that night. So I dumped most of the pool like on the
for a second though. To be honest with you, that did not sound right. I chose to pump it out that night.
Okay, I chose to pump the pool out that night.
Still no better. Oh, hey, we got a listener. How about that? The Armani 966. How are you? Welcome to Two Idiots Talking on Blab.
Yeah.
Are we real friends? Actually, we're family. Did that throw you for a loop? Oh yes, we are. We are not pretend buddies like I'm the brown guy, he's the white guy.
Wait, you're this way for me.
With my camera you're here. So
That's
are
funny.
you actually here?
Yes.
So there's the white guy, I'm the brown guy. Yeah. Talking about fun stuff, man.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, dude. Like, so you got rid of the damn pool. So what are you gonna do with all that space?
Pumped it all out, and then it did about a foot of water over the holiday, and so we just disassembled it. I'm gonna sell it for scraps.
Tell that to the police, Armani. He goes, skin doesn't matter. Tell that to the police.
Right. But yeah, so we're gonna scrap all the steel, and now we got a big kind of hole in the yard. But whatever.
Dig it. So, dig it, bro. That's cool.
It's gone. But like when we took it out, the liner broke and like it cracked, so it was gonna break anyways, and it was all rusted. So I was like, "Ooh, this is like money sink." I saved myself some money.
You should have done. You should have like getting like a boogie board and just rode that wave out. That would have been so hilarious.
Exciting. It was a lot more boring than that. It was more just like a slow dribble,
Hey, do you ever see that episode of The Simpsons where he got that above ground pool? You remember that?
Yeah.
Oh my! And like he didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he didn't know how to take care of it, so like he let the water sit and it turned all like green and disgusting, and he jumps in there like blob, and then like he said, "No, Homer, you have to put chlorine in it." So then he puts too much chlorine, and the kid's like, "My eyes are burning! My eyes are burning!" Oh man,
we just got FX, so they have like every episode of The Simpsons. I'm like, oh heaven! So
sweet.
We've got it to watch Sunny. You ever watched Sunny in Philadelphia? Always Sunny?
Oh, yeah. I really liked that show, like the first maybe 3 or 4 seasons. And then once DeVito got in there, dude, it just went downhill for me. I couldn't watch it after that. It just got too ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. It hasn't stopped.
I mean, but like ridiculous in not a good way. It's just like, oh, why am I watching this, really? And it's just like,
it's funny to me.
It is funny, but I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't think I want to deal with like watching that because it's just trying to see how over the top they can make Danny DeVito's character. I'm like, I don't know, man.
Yeah. That and you have you seen BoJack Horseman?
No.
You have Netflix?
No.
Okay, it's on that, but it's pretty funny. Will Arnett's like the main. It's a cartoon, but Will Arnett's on there. Patton Oswalt does a voice. Bunch of other big names. The guy from the Black Keys, he actually did the intro song. Like a lot of big names tied with it. It's really funny. There's 2 seasons. So,
have you heard of this comedian named Bill Burr?
Yeah.
He's a funny guy.
He's got another show on Netflix too. What is it?
Yeah, F is for Family.
Yeah, we watched it. Funny. It took a bit for me to grow on me, but it's good.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of like the animation style that they picked out for that, but he's fucking hysterical, dude.
Yeah, it's funny. I liked his stand up. He's always funny. My favorite like skit of his where he's talking about like his girlfriend's beating on him like waves on an island, and he's just sitting in the middle of the ocean holding his baseball cards, asking to play with his friends or something. I was like, oh, that's funny.
Oh man, I tell you what, that's funny, dude.
Yeah.
Funny. Oh man, we had a listener join in for a second, and now I don't know what happened to that person. They left.
Hey,
is it Carlton? Carlton, are you there? No.
No, he left. They all left.
That's all right. Did they all leave? Armani left too?
Yeah, it's only
us. As it always is, my friend.
Right.
Just us talking about nothing.
Yeah. It's like Seinfeld, but 2016. So.
I know, right? Yo, did you watch any of the Golden Globes?
No, but I read some of the aftermath.
Oh, dude, Gervais was just fucking hysterical, man. Yeah. That guy's friggin' hysterical, man. He was just like he was like drinking while he was doing the show, man. It's so crazy.
He was or something.
And it just got worse and worse, and he just kept saying, "Oh my God, this is taking way too long. This is ridiculously long. This is too long. Can we wrap this up? Can we wrap this shit up?" Oh my God, and the jokes, man. Oh my God, man. He was ripping on Affleck for cheating on his wife. He was fucking just. It got to the point where you didn't know what the hell was coming out of his mouth, and then he'd always. Well, I don't know if you knew, but he had this long time beef with Mel Gibson, right? Just because he's fucking Mel Gibson's psycho, or he went psycho, and he would always talk shit about him. Well, he was a presenter on the show, so Mel Gibson comes out and he's like, and it's the most awkward thing because he had to introduce him, and then he's trying to find something nice to say, you know. Yeah. Oh, hey, Angela. How you doing? I'm sorry. I should have said hello while you're there. Yeah, we're talking about Ricky Gervais, and he starts trying to find something nice to say about Mel Gibson, and he couldn't think of anything. And then all of a sudden, he's like, "Oh, okay, here it is. Here we go." He's like, "All right, I would rather have a drink with him than have a drink with Bill Cosby in my hotel room." It's the best he could do.
Wow, that's funny. Yeah, Bill Cosby's not one.
Oh my gosh.
God,
and people were like, "No, he goes too far. He offends people." Whatever. I'm like, "What? It's funny."
Yeah.
It was too funny. Crazy stuff, man.
Yeah, he's not. We love watching The Office. I've watched, I think the British one 3 times and the American one completely 2 times, which is a bunch of shows.
Yeah, I love the American. I've never seen the British one though. I really should though, just to see what because man, he's just probably ridiculous on that show.
I mean, it's pretty much a lot of the same jokes, because he was part of the American one. So obviously they recycled some of that crap, but it's pretty funny.
Right.
Same.
But you know what though? I initially when that show came on, I didn't want to watch it because I'm like, man, another remake of another show that they did in the UK and stuff like that. It's gonna be a piece of shit. But I tell you what they did with that show, man, they just ran with it. And Steve Carell, man, God bless him, he's just so funny.
Yeah, the last episode is it's a tough one to watch.
The last season, the season ender when they bring him back.
Comes back. It's whoa. Cool.
I know, right? I remember so many good ones for the one where he was wearing ladies pants because he was broke and he didn't realize that they were ladies pants. I'll be honest with you, dude, that shit almost happened to me one time.
Yeah.
I'm like, just even look at the discount thing and you're like, oh, these are really nice pants. And you're like, holy shit, wait a minute, these are ladies pants. And then they're like, wow, I thought they felt a little weird around the crotch area, you know?
It's very tight.
It's it's really tight right there. Yeah. Well, why is it not feeling right?
When I was getting all the pieces for my Legend of Zelda, the Link costume, I had to try on women's pants because I couldn't find pants that were like the ones in the game.
Dude, that's not even.
I am a lady 6, I think. Not to brag, but
I believe I would be a ladies 24.
I don't know what the size is.
And Angela, you could laugh your ass off right now if you want. Yes, I'd be quite a hefty lady myself.
Yeah.
Around the midsection, I would have to wear muumuus. Just put muumuus on me, man. Just big. They're roomy. They're comfortable. They're wonderful. I can stretch. Let the boys air out. Man,
that's funny.
So you got any plans for the weekend? I know it's freaking Monday. We're already talking about the weekend.
Well, this past weekend we're a little exhaustimundo. We the kiddo has birthday party. He's now 7. So
yeah, I know, right? Big 7. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, that was fun. We went bowling and stuff. This weekend, not a whole lot. So
yeah, same here, dude. Just doing the dog thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what, man, this dog, man, he is just nut. He is really, really just the sweetest dog 1 minute, and the next minute he's like a friggin' horse running around the house, man.
Really?
And he gets the craziest look on his face when he starts running. My sister-in-law has a German Shepherd, and for whatever reason, we decided to all get together on Sunday. Oh, we were watching the one of the playoff games, and this German Shepherd starts chasing my dog, and like literally the dog starts like going like this and just like running around everywhere and like using the furniture to like protect him from this big ass German Shepherd that's just trying to get all in his shit.
God,
it is hilarious to watch. And I'm like, and instead of like, you would think as a dog owner, I'd be like, oh, leave him alone, leave him alone. I was like cheering for the German Shepherd, man. I'm like, get his ass, get him tired, man, so he'll sleep all night.
That's funny.
That didn't work out.
I'm sorry. That sucks. It just depends. I mean, I deal with dogs all the time, and certain dogs are great, and then those same dogs that were great with other dogs are horrible. So,
well, I got a good story for you, man. Like, so we're taking him to his obedience class on Saturday, right? And our trainer, she happens to have the same breed of dog that we have. We have an Airedale, and a big fluffy teddy bear looking dog. And so we're sitting there, and she's like trying to teach the thing. It was our last class, whatever. And her dog is like, adult sized dog, and mine is still a puppy. Well, her dog comes around, a big ass dog too, man, like bigger than a German Shepherd. And like he comes around, and all of a sudden I'm sitting there holding my dog, like trying to just break them all up. And I look down and I see that there's a puddle. And I'm like, well, shit, Sonny, did you take a piss? And he's like, no, it wasn't him. It was the big dog. But then I look over, it was on the floor, but he'd also taken a piss on me. He marked me.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, right? The dog pissed on me. And like, it was funny because like the owner, like the trainer who's like the owner of the dog, she like looked at the dog and then looked at me, and he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And she was so mad. But I thought it was funny as hell, man. Yeah, the dog fucking, he's like, I'm going to piss on you. I'm going to piss on you.
It was a male dog?
Yeah.
Was the dog still intact?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's probably why.
No. Actually, no. He'd been fixed. He's fixed.
He's still marking? That's weird.
And that's what she said too, man. Like, she treated me like R. Kelly and shit, just pissing all over me.
That's funny.
Oh, you know anything about dogs? Well, that's okay. They're a pain in the ass. What do you like, cats, Angela? Are you a cat person? Waiting to see if she's a cat person. I don't know. Well, you're a cat person too. I mean, you're a cat and dog person, Curtis.
Yeah.
You're like Wild Kingdom.
It was. We had a turtle. We had a beetle. We had like fucking everything you could think of.
It's like Animal Kingdom in your house, dude. Dang, yo. Yeah, but like a rainforest in there.
It keeps things interesting. We got fishes. We got everything.
I know, right? Like Noah's Ark over your house. So Angela says you would be a dog person. Okay. All right. You know what? Let's see if you want to take a seat here. Want to take the open seat? Let's get Angela in here and ask her some questions. Come on, Angela. Yeah, probably. You're probably right. The last lady that took the seat here, yeah, that's probably the case. But that's all right. If you're not up for it, that's cool. Yeah, man. Yo, I want to see that movie, that Leo DiCaprio movie, man. The Revenant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
she looks tight.
Globe through it. That's cool.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he won one for that, man. And it just looks, well, some people were telling me that it's pretty brutal, dude. Like, you're hoping that he dies at some point in the movie just because he just goes through so much shit throughout that film. Yeah. And I'm like, geez, I don't know if I want to watch that. Watch a man suffer for like an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, no thanks. I'll give a comedy. I'll take one of those, please. Well, after watching Star Wars, I'm like,
Well, you know what? And we had that. Yeah, I know. Right? I got to see that one again, dude. I just haven't had the time, man. Haven't had the time, and like I got like so many movies on my radar, dude. But enough about that. Hey, so you heard the whole thing with the drug cartel guy, El Chapo?
Where
they basically
What happened? I that sounds
All
familiar.
right. Well, they caught his ass, right? But it's how they caught his ass that was really, really interesting. So apparently, he was in talks to do a biopic, and he was being interviewed by Sean Penn. And
Mhm.
Sean Penn was actually trying to take the interview to like Rolling Stone. And I don't know if it was Rolling Stone or who that actually contacted like, the authorities to basically say, hey, we know where this guy is. And then let the Mexicans know so they could like bust him. But isn't that the craziest shit you ever heard?
No, so what happened? He told them in a story or something?
Well, no, I guess he'd like given him details about like, where he was while he was trying to interview him and stuff like that. And that's how they busted him. It's just the craziest story, man.
Huh, that's
The
crazy.
craziest story. I'm like Sean Penn bringing down drug cartels. You know?
there's there's been wackier stories, so that doesn't surprise me anymore.
I know, right? But it's like, and here's the thing, man. It's like this guy has escaped like I don't know how many prisons with like elaborate. This guy is essentially like Wile E. Coyote. Like he's got tunnels. He's even had like an improvised little train system built out of like a what's it called? A motorcycle. And they basically had like an underground train that ran from the jail that he was at to like a safe house.
No,
And like,
wow.
dude, look that shit up on the internet if you want to just be like, what the hell? In his in one of his houses or something like that, he had pulled up the bathtub and had this whole escape tunnel and route thing dug from underneath there so he could get out in case there was like a raid and stuff.
No shit.
Like I said, it's like the most elaborate like escape you could ever like conjure. And I'm like, this guy's Wile E. fucking Coyote, man.
That's
What the hell?
That's like crap in a sitcom or something. That's funny. I didn't know that was like real shit.
I mean, seriously, man, they have to do like one of those prisons out in the middle of the ocean or something like that, man.
Next
Man, we got another guest here. We got here, Kathy. How you doing, Kathy?
No, she
Oh,
didn't. No.
oh, apparently she's here.
Yeah.
If she's here, great. Welcome.
Yeah, next we'll see people actually being catapulted like over like the border,
I would like.
smuggling drugs. Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you, man, I I would love to see him try like just do the little like the big stone or whatever, just trying to get over the fence.
They tried it on MythBusters and it totally won't work. I'm like,
It totally won't work. Did
no,
it really?
yeah, it kills them no matter what.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Angela, talk to us. What are you into? We're here at the Poets of Thought. We like to engage with our audience a little bit. Those who decide to join with us
Right.
to give us, interesting perspectives, interesting thoughts, points of view. She don't want to jump in the chair because we can't handle the Angela. No, not calling you out, Angela, not at all. But yeah, we're just two goofballs, man. Two goofballs riding this crazy thing called life. Crazy thing called life, man. Yo,
normal schedule after holiday. Woo!
I know, right? Hey, are you playing that the Powerball thing?
No.
Sure. I didn't either, man. Like, I didn't buy a ticket, man. But then it's like, there's always that wonder. It's like, man, should I have really bought a ticket, man? Like, what if I'm like the asshole that like doesn't, and then like, it's like the 7-Eleven like right near my house that sells a freaking ticket, and it's like that's almost worse not winning that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And look, and I love that like my mom and my dad play because they're like, you always hear like the people who win like the lottery. They're like, 60 some years old, like in the middle of like, Idaho or something like that. And they win like $1.3 million. You're like, why? Why not a young guy like, like me? Like I can use that money.
At a certain age, you get thrown in a different, bucket of people that you can win from. So.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I mean, like what the hell could you do? Well, first of all, if you won that much money, It's like, what is it like? I think it's up to like $1.3 million, man. No. Excuse me, billion with a B.
Yeah, $1 billion.
$1 billion. Gotta do the
How is it?
finger.
Yeah, like that. Or whatever.
$1 billion.
I love this.
Dude, man, like that's astronomical money for like a regular Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And like, well, first of all, you got to think, all right, the feds are going to take about maybe what 30%, 40% of that. I don't know what the freaking.
Yeah, I don't know what the cut is.
Let's just say half. And what would that be? You're a math guy, right?
Oh god, what do math?
Angela, are you good at math? Can you tell us what is half of 1.3 billion? Like 600 million or something like that? Am I doing the math wrong? Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, she sucks at math too. That's all right. That's okay.
Math, but I need a.
Well, let's just after taxes, let's call it an even like we're talking about the Powerball. We're debating whether we should buy a ticket because the odds of us winning and just present company here. Oh well, yeah. Well, of course you're gonna win. Yeah, of course you're gonna win, Kathy. I mean, just tell us right now what the numbers are so we can all share the wealth. But they said the odds of we are more likely to identify life on another planet than actually winning the Powerball. The odds are so stacked up against us, dude.
Well, like I think in algebra we had to do the odds for winning a lottery ticket, like how many tickets you would need to buy to actually get one. Like whatever. It's ridiculous. Like it's
like what, a million tickets or something like that.
Yeah, it's something ridiculous. Like I don't know. Technically, you buy enough tickets or something. I don't know, but it was nuts. But after nothing.
And you saw the Facebook stuff, right? Where like they had started this rumor that like Mark Zuckerberg was going to give like $1 million and some change, some like a couple $1 million to like one of like the Facebook followers who like posted that thing or whatever, and then people were posting that shit left and right in the hopes of getting some of that money. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
Ridiculous, dude. Like, and of course I was one of those idiots who wanted some of that money because I didn't want to, on the off chance, billionaires are kind of funny like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like, let me give like just $1 million to one of our lucky Facebook fans, or Facebook users. And, they would do some shit like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now, if you were a billionaire, would you be like a philanthropist? Like, what kind of a billionaire would you be?
I'd probably put it back if I had enough. If I had enough money to live nice, I'd definitely give money back and stuff like that.
Well, do you think your life would be easier or harder with the money?
Easier.
It would be. It would be in some respects, though. But then you got to think about, it's kind of like being famous in a way, because now you got the problem of every aunt and uncle that you never knew in your entire life all of a sudden is like knocking at your door. Curtis, it's Uncle Bobby. Remember me?
Yeah, that's exactly what happens though too. Like all these assholes.
Yeah, I know, right?
I heard a lot of money.
Curtis, don't you remember me? I was there the day you were born in a different city, but I was there.
Yeah,
in spirit. All right, let's see what the ladies here. All right, Kathy, you would start a film company for a social justice cause. Okay, that's pretty deep. That's pretty cool. I pay for my rent. Okay, really? You pay for your rent, Angela? Why not just buy the friggin' house? Buy a house instead of pay the really? And then donate it to help others. That's very nice. That's very nice. That is a very nice thing. So yeah, I would definitely like to help people out. Though I like Kathy would like to start a company of some kind, just because you want to avoid the whole MC Hammer situation. You remember what happened to MC Hammer, right? He had millions and millions of dollars, and then all of a sudden he started getting that entourage and the flock of people said, "Give me a job, man. I'll open that door for you." And then next thing you know, MC Hammer got broke. He got broke big time, and it's a reality, And yes, I agree with you, Angela. I don't need a huge house. You're right. Don't need a huge house. But you need to keep this in mind too. You can't live in the apartment complex you used to live before or in the neighborhood you used to live before. Why? Why? Because people will know where you
yeah.
are.
Yeah.
So, and you know what? It's one of those things where you start to think, man, why are people like, once they get all that money, why do they go and buy these big houses? Security.
Right.
Because they need to get as far the fuck away from the people that they knew to begin with, get big ass fences because people will try to rob the wealthy people. That's how it works.
What is the Extreme Makeover? I think they made fun of it where they actually, but that's happened where people get robbed because everyone knows they get this nice ass house with nice shit in it.
Well, and, the smart way to do it would be how like some people they take the money and they just like anonymous. They don't want like their shit out there. They just have to like, I don't know if it's anonymous. I think you have to actually say like who the person is. I don't know if there's like a stipulation, but if that is an option, I would certainly like to take it because I don't want anybody to know I got that money, man. I really don't. And yeah, definitely move to a nicer area or move to a place where like, you may even consider moving international, just because like you just move to like some town and like, in Bolivia or someplace, you just
buy your own island. That's international right there. Get your own.
But see, the island, though, people try to get to that island, though, and then you gotta buy the plane. See, look, we're talking about like we already won the money. It's like, oh, man, you don't want to do that.
I've been listening to Jurassic Park and the Lost World, so private island with dinosaurs would be the way to go, I think.
And then all of a sudden you start doing this, and guess what? Now you're a supervillain. With your own volcano. Well, that would be dope, dude. That would be dope, because if you had your own volcano. Okay, so this is me geeking out now, ladies. So if you had your own volcano, geothermal energy powers a whole island. Know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That would be dope, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what Kat says here. I know a guy who lived in a dumpy hotel, won lotto, and won a hotel for his friends, and lived the exact same. Oh wow, that's interesting. I wonder if he's still rich now. Very interesting. But you know what? It life-changing money. It definitely. I would love to like take up some causes, man. Like, you know what I'd love to do? I would love to like do some like anonymous type shit, and basically just like expose the fuck out of all the crooked bankers and just like really shitty people.
That's a lot. And right
there. I know, right? See?
A lot of fucked up people right there.
Exactly, man. Just do something like that, man, where I can just like, expose all of the really shitty shit that's happening. Well, even though there are a lot of people who are actually doing that. That's why I love that show Vice, man. But I can't watch Vice a lot because that stuff makes me crazy, dude. It makes me crazy because like at some point I'm just so pissed off at everything, man. It's like my food, it sucks. The air I'm breathing, it sucks. Like I'm driving a car, it sucks. Like everything sucks. Ah!
What is the show about? I've never seen it.
Well, no, Vice is basically like a show where they do kind of like documentary style reports on, lots of different issues and topics. I mean, they get into some real serious shit, dude. Like, basically like you had some correspondents going to basically like the war zone, the unofficial war zone in what's it called, Crimea, where the disputed area of that Russia's trying to get all of the folks from. Hang on, I'm starting to space on the name now. Come on, ladies, help me out. You know what I'm talking about, right? We need to take out a map now.
Map.google.com.
Right, all right. Because I'm a dumbass and I don't know what the hell I'm like saying here. So what am I told? Why did I space on that? Ukraine. Duh. The hell. Ukraine. Yeah. So basically they sent this guy to like the unofficial like demilitarized zone in the Ukraine, and it's ridiculous, dude. like you could hear like the machine gun fire, and basically like the Ukrainians saying, yeah, the Russians are over there, and like literally they're trying to like just get in, and they're trying to like just fucking like help the Russian rebels to try to just basically start taking back parts of the Ukraine, and then ultimately just take the whole fucking country over, But yeah, man, it's crazy. Oh, let's see, we got a question here. Sorry, ladies, I'm like talking and looking at the stuff. It's like, do I have a site, or I don't know, were you talking to us, Angela, or were you talking to Kathy? Oh. So yeah, she was talking to. She wasn't even talking to us. Okay, sorry. So man, it's a crazy show, dude. They did this whole thing on like Monsanto, who like basically they dominate all of the food that's being produced.
Oh, yeah, I know about that. Yeah. I was like, why does that sound familiar? Like, yeah.
Yeah, and basically how they'll develop like, pesticides that'll work once and then they won't work anymore after that. I mean, it's just crazy stuff, man. It's so crazy.
I was opened up to it. I watched Forks Over Knives and
Forks Over Knives, yeah.
That Netflix documentary. Yeah, holy crap. I was like, ugh. After that, I was like, I can't eat anything for a week.
See, I'm afraid to watch things like that one and Food Inc. Oh, dude, like yeah, I just, if I were to watch that, I would never eat again. And yes, I would go vegan, but I'm like, I don't know. I love meat. What can I say?
I have to do gluten-free. Does that count for anything?
Gluten-free is pretty good. Yeah.
I have no
cowspiracy. Is there really something called a cowspiracy? Cowspiracy. Is that like a meat? Oh, you love steak? Well, you like what, clean steak then, I would imagine, right? Kathy? So she says like, I'm vegan, used to love steak, mister. Used to love steak. Oh man, I love me a good, well, not just steak really. I'm not like a huge steak person. I'm more of a burger person. But dang, though some of those Boca burgers they're okay. They're not bad. The bean curd ones, they're really good.
Yeah,
man, how do we get? Yeah, and you're into what?
I thought I'm indifferent. I don't care. We go vegetarian on accident a lot, just because whatever. But it is what it is.
Yeah, that's cool, man. And you know what? It's cool for you, and you like it. You dig it. We do a lot of vegetables at my house too. Like, you don't eat meat a whole lot, but the vegan thing, I mean, definitely props to people who can do it. I think, definitely the data's out there. The data's out there that shows that, like, you know what? There's it's not a good thing eating red meat every single day. Eating red meat and chicken and oh man.
Yeah, I have to watch what I eat. Everything's so tasty. I
know, right?
It just happens. I'm gonna start.
Running. Yeah, that's definitely like exercise, dude. I was exercising like, and I'm waiting for my dog to like basically get his last shots so that I can run him outside of our backyard, because right now he can't. He's like too little, and even though he runs like a friggin' horse, but the minute, and that's like at the end of this month, dude. And the minute that dog is cleared to like go outside, I'm just gonna run him till his little paws like just fucking give out, man. Oh, I can't wait.
At least 24 hours after the actual shot.
No, they said a couple of days actually.
Yeah, I would say they recommend a week, but it's your preference. But yeah. That's because like at the I went to try to go get her groomed, and they're like, nope, you gotta wait like a day after the shot. I'm like, damn it. So,
yeah. Man, I tell you what, dude. I cannot wait. That dog's gonna get me in the best shape of my life once I get going with him. He loves to run, and I'll be like, the only thing is like he starts biting me whenever we're running. So it's this crazy thing where like he'll run really fast for a while, and then when I start like catching up to him or passing him, he starts trying to bite me. And I'm like, I'm like, no. So like I'm doing this crazy thing where I'm running with my arm extended. So like I'm holding the leash out like that. So then he's like trying to like get at me while he's running, like, and I'm like, no, get away. Come on. Gotta run, Sonny. Let's go. It's crazy.
We no, we don't do Periscope quite yet. Sorry.
Yeah, we're not there yet. Keep watching though, and then we will look into that. Hey, look, we have about 9 minutes left on our show here. Either one of you dare to jump into the open seat for a quick interview. Oh, there you go. Okay, and I thought she said you couldn't handle it. All right, let's try it. Hello, Angela. And we can't hear Angela.
Probably have as much luck as I've had.
She's probably having the same problems you were having with that, right? Oh, there you go.
Let's see. I'm trying to figure this out. What were we going to ask?
You got to turn the camera. You got to turn the camera on.
It is on.
I know. I'm just kidding you, buddy.
What were you going to ask me?
No, just about your artwork.
What about it?
Well, I'm looking. It says Angela's Art Area.
Yes.
All right. Talk to us a little bit about your I guess your business, right? This is your business? Hobby business.
Well, yeah, it's my business. It's my business. That's a depressing story, depending on how you look at it. Wow. Because you can't look at me and tell.
Well, I'm all excited to hear about this now.
Well, you can't look at me and tell, but I've had brain surgery. I have epilepsy. I've had brain epilepsy.
Okay.
When I woke up, my left side was paralyzed. That's why I became vegan. And
wow.
After I became vegan, I noticed a lot of changes in my health and everything. But I learned to paint actually at rehab when I woke up. My left side was temporarily paralyzed, and they taught everybody there how to paint for therapy, and that's when I started painting. I didn't paint before then, which is pretty cool.
Wow, art therapy! I love it. Hey, if you're interested if you go to our website, poetsofthought.com, there's a podcast episode. Let me tell you which one here. Episode 7.
Can you put the link in there for me?
Sure. Let me do that here right now. 1 second here. We're in the message here. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. All righty. There you go.
Cool.
And yeah, have a listen to that podcast. We interview a good friend of mine who's got her own business, and yeah, diet's a big deal. And wow. I have a friend who suffers from epilepsy as well. So he has such a hard time with it, and just brilliant guy, man. I'm hoping we can get him on the podcast sometime soon. Worked in Capitol Hill for a while, and yeah, it's just one of those things where it's just really, he doesn't get, as many seizures as some other folks with epilepsy, tend to suffer from. But, he definitely, has a hard time with it. I was also reading that there are certain kind of like therapies that are being, sort of tested out, but they're not mainstream. I don't know if you heard of some of those. I don't know if it's an electrical frequency that basically helps to sort of control the seizures.
Electrical frequency? Yeah. Is that what you said?
I think so. Yes. Trying to recall the conversation on that, but
I'm not sure. I haven't heard about that, but I wouldn't be surprised about if it. That sounds like it might have to do with electrical shocks, and that's like. Well,
no, not shocks per se. But, yeah, that would be a bummer. It's like hook you up to like a car battery, and it's like, see if that helps. But yeah, you know what? I'm gonna. I think there's also something about like photosensitivity, and like it being like a trigger for certain seizures.
Yeah.
I can't remember what was, but I heard it in another podcast about some treatments that some folks have been using, just stuff that is like not mainstream at all, and it's just they're definitely having some success with it. I wish I could pull that up now, but anyway, thank you for sharing the story. And did sort of the art therapy help you to sort of just sort of explore creativity, or it just helped to sort of bring you to a calmer place?
What got me through that was that I started theater, actually, community theater, when I was 15. So I already knew I had the they teach you in theater, the show must go on. So that's
Indeed.
That's the reason why I had that in my mind. And when I was in my wheelchair, I went around singing. It annoyed some people, and then some people got used to it and really, really liked it a lot. So
you're like, I'm going to sing whether you want it or not.
Yeah, pretty much.
The show must go on. Well, and I tell you what, so you're talking to two artists here, so we know a thing or three about art.
Yeah, it's actually one of my majors.
Commercial. That's right, commercial art by trade. So we definitely another podcast you should listen to when it comes to art and creativity, number 5 with our friend Victor Newman. That's definitely a good one too. So check out the website. And so I'm glad that art was able to sort of help you in your recovery. I've always been fascinated with stories of how art therapy can help. I mean, not even just with physical, but emotional, things that, hold people back, either some really traumatic experiences in life. And, really, really interesting how art can play a big part in that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dig it. Well, we are almost at the top of the hour.
Ooh, that was quick.
Yeah, I know, right? Time flies. Next time, join us a little bit earlier, please. We love the company. We talk about just random stuff. Poets of Thought. We're just two, nutty guys who like to talk to people.
Every other week we're on here. So.
Yeah, indeed. And you know what? What you were gonna say something?
I don't know you guys, so I kind of was iffy about.
As you should be.
So
if I were to look at us too, I would be iffy as well.
Well, it wasn't that. It was just
No, you could say we're scary looking. Like look at this face right here. Does that look like
the angel right here.
No, ma'am. And this right here? I wouldn't trust this either. Not at all. See, and you're laughing at that's a good thing. It's another form of therapy. We gotta do a whole show on that too, on like alternative therapies, man. There's like tons of stuff out there. I'm telling you, dude, watch Vice, man. Go look it up. Go watch some Vice episodes, and like I said, I like it, but in small doses, because like too much of that stuff, dude, it just gets me so paranoid, man. I hate it. I gotta do little doses of that. Little doses of that. All right. Well, I think we are very close to the hour here. Thank you, Angela Taylor, for your willingness to jump in with our craziness, and hope you'll join us next time we do another podcast. Just look for us here. Look for that Poets of Thought podcast.
When do you do it? Like every Monday?
We do it twice a month. And yes, on Monday nights, depending on our schedule, sometimes on Wednesday nights. We have a bandwidth issue, so we can only podcast twice a month right now, but fingers crossed I win that Powerball. You'll be hearing from me every day. That would be like the worst thing that could happen in the world, man. It's like I would actually get money that we could afford, like unlimited, uploads, and then they'd be hearing from us every week. We're like, oh my God, these guys again.
Right. Hey, or it could be a viral sensation.
That would be kind of cool, though. That would be kind of cool.
Well, thank you for joining us, and Curtis, my brother, thank you again for another podcast. We will post this in the next day or so. And yeah, check out the website, poetsathought.com. Definitely give a listen to some of the other podcasts we've done with the former host and our new host, Curtis, too. Interesting stuff. And we will catch you guys another time. Poets of Thought.
All right. All right.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
See y'all. Bye. Later, brother.
Later.